Hey, what's up? This is Crimson Mockingbird, and I'll be continuing down the rabbit hole that is Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Adam, good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure vidcall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. It was supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And
I don't think you got your new augs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
they said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these augs in Alaska? Orloff was there. I spoke with him.
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness.
What is this
which
weirdness
was 1
that is
month
happening?
before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orlov?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orlov is McFadden and McFadden is Orlov. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the augs which Orloff designed and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing system.
Are you suggesting
So
all my augs are new?
So what you're saying
the
is,
ones
is
you
that
gave me?
somehow he
I'm
didn't
not
exist before that
suggesting
day,
anything.
yet
I'm telling you,
he
all
was
the
able to
augs
get
we
a
ever
hold of
installed had
him?
registry codes, and they're not hard to
what is this
trace.
weirdness that is happening?
I know my augs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years, really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
What are you trying to tell me, Seraph?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's not much more I can say. There's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. All I know is the deeper I dig, the more questions I have. Orlov might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it all means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.
Okay, here's what I think. Based off of that, I think that Adam Jensen, I think that he was part of an Illuminati experiment. Because remember, the Illuminati are the people that are, you know, setting up all this. So I think that my earlier predictions were right in that there's a group within the Illuminati that are sort of using Jensen for something. Because it's weird, like Jensen has complete compatibility with his augmentations. So unlike others where they need neuroplasticity, he
So it's the same
doesn't.
person doing all this.
Because
Still have no
his
idea who
girlfriend at the time,
I'm not sure what all this
who
is
was
going, but
the
I've been
who
looking
pretty
at
much
old case
made
notes, and
augmentations
it's
so available and,
Marek Svobotka,
you
the
know,
old harvester,
be able to be this
is
intricate.
supposed to be dead. Yet
Um,
this killer seems to
like pretty much she used
little habits
his
that were never made
DNA
public.
to be able to make it
They
compatible.
even called
Like
the
that's how,
cemetery
if I'm
just
correct,
to
like
make sure
from like the previous
Svobodka's still dead.
Deus Ex game, that's how like they mentioned that that's why augmentations work.
He's dead.
That doesn't explain what you're doing here.
It's still my
Oh yeah, I forgot to
case,
mention.
isn't
So
it?
on
And
my
it's
way
still
here,
open.
I got a call
was
from that
hoping
one
that
lady that
maybe
had
Dahlia
seen, you know, that was
suddenly
at the crime scene last
remembered
time, and she had mentioned that a guy was coming to kill her,
About you.
as like they mentioned
You know
here.
very well that your Interpol
I think.
ID doesn't mean shit tonight. Hell,
I don't know. I've been talking. I haven't really been.
Dahlia called me. She said she was in trouble. She said
Like
Hugo was
looking
here.
too much.
Then she got cut off. Is she in there?
I wouldn't know. I knocked and no one answered.
But
I've been
yeah, so I think that
worried
there's like a
about
group within like the Illuminati or something that might be trying to help Adam.
Oh, you, huh?
You know how she feels about cops.
Right. Look, you're not supposed to be outside tonight. I'll take a look around the building. You see if you can find a way inside. Hopefully we're not too late. Just try not to get caught, eh?
I won't.
Alright. And we are inside. I don't think this bodes well for Daria. That's weird. Hello whispers hi. He's coming, here he comes. Door not knocking, not knocking, not knocking. Hi. Please not me, not me. No, not me, not me. Who's there? Not me. 698843. Not me. Who's there? Whose knows? Cipra knows. Knows me, not me. What's your name, neighbor? Miss Spot K? Ka? Heidi. Me Heidi. Me hi. Hide me. Yee. That's kind of creepy. Hey, wait a second. Isn't Starlight the name of the cat that she was supposedly looking for? But if it's on this statue, why would she have been outside then? Hey, wait a second. That's my apartment right there. Why does she have a telescope pointing right towards my apartment? Something's not right here. Ooh, who's this doctor dude? We might have to go talk to him. Ooh, broken. Wait a second. A broken frame from a pair of glasses. Wasn't there a broken frame? Wasn't there a broken pair of glasses in the alleyway?
After riots in the Santo Group's
Yeah, no.
complex threatened to spill
The
over
blood.
into the capital streets, allegedly perpetrated in reaction to the sudden, unexpected death of Tallis Rucker.
About managing psychological disorders written by Dr. Nicholas Cipra. So that's the doctor dude. Wow, there's some craziness inside that. In the Footsteps of the Harvester by Angela Gunn. Wait, wasn't Angela Gunn the reporter lady? Needles, like the one that was found in the lady's arm. I'm getting a really creepy suspicion about something. Something doesn't feel right.
Reporting to you live from Picus.
That doesn't bode well.
The global leader.
Blood trail, blood trail. Yee. This isn't good. Is that one police dude around? Yeah, I can talk to him. Really, just drinking your coffee here?
She is. All I know is she called you and not me.
I'll make sure you get
Curious.
I'm gonna go and try talking to this doctor dude. But due to me crossing this, you might see it. All
What are you
right.
doing here? It's after curfew. It's dangerous.
Serial killers are dangerous. Curfews are just inconvenient.
I beg your pardon?
Daria Mishka. Ring a bell?
I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to divulge anyone's personal information.
I don't have much time.
I don't have much time, so you need to start talking fast. Daria's in grave danger. That's if she's even still alive. If there's something I need to know about her...
Trust me, there's no hurry. The further men like you stay away from Daria, the better it is for everyone. You should forget it.
Why men like me? Look, I know about the email you sent her. I know you performed some kind of surgery. Why was it so important for Daria to meet you here?
I used to know Daria. She was a patient of mine.
Your patient? You mean here at the drugstore?
No, of course not. Before that, when I used to work for Taeyong Medical, big tech corporation. You know it?
Why does everyone work
Enough
for
to know I
Taeyong
don't
Medical?
like where this is going.
I headed a project, the cutting edge of neural science and cellular memory replacement. We dealt with people suffering from severe social disorders. We were making people better by making them better people.
A company like Taeyong running experiments to make better people. What could possibly go wrong?
I'll tell you what went wrong. The incident happened. Your kind lost sympathy with the world, and my kind lost funding for their projects. The whole thing was shut down, and it became very difficult to adequately follow up with patients.
Patients like Daria. What happened? What the hell did you do to her?
We were trying to help people. Imagine what it would mean if we succeeded. Anxiety, gone. Apathy, gone. Depression, gone.
Diversity gone, spontaneity gone, individuality gone. But you probably left that part
People
out of your
become
sales
mindless
pitch.
drones.
Daria is responsible for what Daria does. The only reason Taeyong forced me to get involved is because so much is at stake for them. Big brand name to protect. I've met their lawyers, men whose briefcases are filled with broken teeth. You must understand.
I'm trying to save Daria. If any part of you cares about what happens to her,
I'm
now's
hoping
the
I can
time to
convince
tell
him.
me.
Otherwise, this might
What
go
do I need to know
sideways.
to help her?
Daria is beyond help. You're wasting your time.
That's for me to decide. Now tell me about this procedure. And you can quit stalling, because I'm not going anywhere until I get the answers I need.
My job was to address people's deficiencies by integrating donor personality packages. That meant we needed lots of confident volunteers to donate time to our project. As you can imagine, people weren't exactly lining up to have a scrape inside their heads. So Taeyong had to diversify.
Once again, not sure I like where this is going.
Taeyong Medical cut a deal with various penitentiaries. Prisoners who took part in our programs, they got granted little perks, bigger cells, running water. The prisons, they benefited from facility upgrades. It was a win-win.
You implanted the personality traits of prisoners into the mentally unstable? Smart.
Oh,
Let me take a wild guess.
no.
Daria's donor was Marek Svobotka, better known as the Harvester.
Donor number 698843. All I saw, all I was given, was a series of test scores that showed a perfect match. Everything she was missing, he had. Nothing else mattered at the time.
Tearing people apart.
An
Moralized.
innocent woman's been turned into a vicious
I'm trying to
killer,
do anything
in
to
large
get
part
this
because
guy
of
on
a
my side.
procedure you carried out. I'd say that matters.
Daria wasn't turned into anything. She willingly participated in a procedure. Now she is willingly killing people. You may choose to see a causal relationship between those two things, but let me assure you, it's more complicated.
Save it for the lawyers. What I need to know is how to stop her.
All right. Look, we obviously want the same thing here. Daria has a neural chip installed just above the hairline. She won't let you get anywhere near it. So if you're serious about putting an end to this, you'll have to, you know.
What, kill her?
That would be my preference, yes. Or I suppose you could just incapacitate her, but then you run the risk of having her wake up. Not a risk I would take personally.
There's got to be some other way.
Something that doesn't involve attacking her.
I wish I could help you. Unless you're willing to meet violence with violence, Daria's not a victim. Chip or no chip, she is behind this, and she will try to attack you no matter what you do.
I don't think Daria's as responsible as you make her out to be. Taking her out and removing the chip is great for you. Gets rid of any evidence that might link her actions to your bungled experiment. But there's no way it's my only option. And there's no way Tai Young Medical would develop a sensitive technology like this without some kind of failsafe. I know you're holding something back.
Like what?
A weakness, an override. Something that allows me to talk to her without the influence of whatever it is you installed.
Well, there is an override phrase. Daria has been programmed to react to it with specific subconscious impulses that are designed to trigger a shutdown of the chip.
Why wouldn't you tell me that in the first place?
Because I knew you would overestimate what it could do. You're a fool if you think you can just walk up to a killer and say a magic word. It won't undo what she's become. The decision to act on Svobodka's memories, to repeat them, that was all Daria. Simply shutting down the chip at this point will not be sufficient.
That's for me to decide. What's the override phrase?
Ad hominem 2026. But I warn you, do not turn your back on her. And do not underestimate her responsibility in all of this. We all have terrible nightmares. We all have visions of sick and terrible things we could do. But we don't all act on them. You must be careful around her.
All right. Alright, so we know that Daria's the killer. Now we just need to figure out what to do about it.
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry, before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why did he bring you here? What does he want?
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to get out, and then deal with him. Please, I beg you.
I need to know where he is first. How long ago did he leave
I'm
here?
figuring of questioning him.
Which
Why
way did he
not
go?
just?
You've got to be joking. We don't have time for all these questions. If he knows I spoke to you, he will kill me. Please, my ankle. Come closer. You must help me escape.
You can drop the act, Daria. I know what's going on here. I know there's no one else out there. I ran into an old friend of yours. The name Cipra mean anything to you?
You mean Dr. Cipra? Ugh. Where did you dig him up?
He's worried about you.
He's worried about himself. He's worried about Tai Yong Medical. They're willing to kill to cover things up, to preserve their precious image. Their reasons are savage.
Her voice
compared
seems to have
mine.
changed.
I don't believe this is who you are. Something changed in you after Cipra's surgery. Made you do things you would never have done otherwise, for reasons that aren't your own. But it's not too late.
Don't be so naive. I am who I've always been. Cipra's surgery, all it did was give me access to another man's technique. His courage to follow through.
I can still help you.
I think this is it.
Ad hominem 2026.
What did you do? Is that how machines pray?
Listen to me. The neural chip that Dr. Cipra installed in you is in the process of shutting down. Try to focus. This version of you that's been hurting people, I don't believe that was really you.
Then you don't know me very well. Why? Why should this change?
She was so confident before, now
The
she's so
procedure gave me
hesitant.
access to memory banks that weren't my own. The choice to draw on those memories was mine alone. You can't take them from me.
The shutdown process may take some time. There may be lingering effects, but that doesn't mean it's too late to help you.
You really believe that, don't you? All right. Prove it. Approach me. Come. Closer. Save me from all those horrible things Dr. Cipra did. There's nothing to be scared of, right? Surely, whatever trace of the harvester was inside me is gone now that you've said the magic words.
Persuade her.
Obviously need more help than I can offer, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Whatever power the neural chip had over you should be diminishing now. You should be able to fight whatever urges Svobodka's memories inspired in you.
See, that might have been part of it, is that, you
I
know, even though she might have
don't
thought
need
that,
you do.
it's like, and
You
it's
need
like,
to be
because maybe she was so
saved. All of us
willing
need
to
be
accept it
saved.
that, you know,
Svobodka inspired me to
that it sort of drove
I
into
can make
her.
you human again. I have to make you human again to atone for what I am.
Sadistic, defiant, inhumane.
This notion you got that augmented people need saving, that there's something less than human. Look, I didn't know her, but I guarantee you Angela Gunn was a human being. Her humanity was defined by her ideas, her passions, the causes she believed in. It had nothing to do with whether or not she was augmented.
Svobodka never saw them as individuals. To him, they were victims of an age that terrified him. Mirror images of the monster he had become. He believed the entire race was under attack, that mechanization would keep our souls from migrating.
How does that sound like to you when you say it? Migration of the soul, victims of an age. I'm not talking abstract concepts here. I'm talking about people. Svobotka never saw his victims as human beings because it would have made it impossible to do what he did. He was sick, he was scared. Whatever he was no savior.
You're right. The more he killed, the easier it became. That is why he had to repeat the actions, ritualize them. It was a way of justifying his beliefs. If you kill one man, their memory is like an anvil. If you kill 7, you quickly forget the first. It all starts to seem inevitable. Surely it must be obvious to you by now. The Daria you came here to save no longer exists. She hasn't for a long time. All that remains now is his drive, his legacy, his cause.
Let's go for Omega.
Svobotka didn't have a cause. He was a serial killer, acting out on impulses that he tried to couch in spiritual rhetoric. A way of convincing himself that his actions were justified, but they weren't. No amount of faith or abstraction makes it okay to dehumanize people the way he did.
No. No, it doesn't. But so what if you're right? So what that Svobodka's motivations cannot stand up to scrutiny? His actions, my actions, cannot be justified.
Then why do you try to do it so?
If those others did not deserve to die, then I deserve to die.
It's not for me to judge you. I want smarter people than me to look into this neural procedure you underwent. Dig into Cipra and Tai Young.
So you're offering me a fair trial?
I'm not offering anything. But if there's any hope of moving on here, not killing anyone else is a good start. Society has every right to judge you, and it also has a right to hear all about Cipra and Tai Young Medical. I'm not an expert on extenuating circumstances, but I'd say you have an interesting case.
You were right before, about the override process taking time. I can feel him receding. Memories of memories no longer crashing against me like they did. Let me prove it to you. Come closer. I want at least one person to know that I'm no longer what I was.
All right, Daria, we need to get you out of here for real now. This needs to end.
The version of me who did those things to Angela, I cannot even imagine it being me, even though I know it was. Whatever happens now, whatever the authorities decide, I hope you believe me.
What's going on here? What the hell am I interrupting?
Detective Montag.
Daria's got a story to tell you. How you react may have something to do with your thoughts on experimental neural therapies and big medical conglomerates.
I don't understand. Where is the harvester?
I want to turn myself in.
One of you really needs to start explaining.
That's how
I
I
want to confess
would feel.
to the killings of Angela Gunn, Misha Voracek, Pavel Klima, and Leonie Wolf. I also need to tell you about the neural procedure I underwent. It involves Tai Young.
I have no
Medical
idea
and a
why
man
it's
named
doing like
Dr.
this
Nicholas
weird frame
Cipra.
skipping thing.
I hope you'll listen.
You can handle this from here. Just listen carefully to what she has to say.
All right, Daria. I think you should start.
That was creepy.
2 years ago, I signed up for a program sponsored by Tai Young Medical. They said they could help people to become better versions of themselves. It all feels so
All right,
now.
and with that, we're gonna end it because my mind just went kersplat. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video and can even understand a small fraction of what just happened in this, because I am so lost, hit that like button. If you're like me and you have no idea, but you still enjoyed it, you can hit that like button. If you didn't like this video though, and if you felt like that was way over your head and that me having no idea is not helping you at all, then you can hit that dislike button if you want. Either way, please leave a comment down below, especially if you understand all this. And if you want to check out some of my previous videos, you should hit my channel. If you want to stay up to date on all my current and future videos, you should hit that subscribe button. Either way, I will see you further down the next rabbit hole. See ya.